Hello, welcome. It's so great to have you with us. My name's Sharon Hartley, and I've been following Ketogentic Lifestyle now going on 16 months. Wow, 16 months. And I have lost 96 pounds. Now, this is a Sunday check-in, so if anyone's online, they can interact with me, ask me questions. It would be great to have some of you come in and say hello. If not, we're just going to have a talk. So, what's been going on with me? I actually haven't done a video in 4 days. It doesn't seem like I've been gone 4 days, but I have pre recorded videos that I put up every day. So, I actually have not been around on YouTube for 4 days. So, it's been a quiet time with the family, with my husband and my little Charlie, and I have just been relaxing, which that's what life should be all about. But there also have been some ups and downs. So, first, I just want to say there's been ups and downs with my cycle. I have not had a cycle at all this month, and I have been very moody, excuse me, very bitchy, and very difficult to live with. I'm sure that my husband has been thinking that, but hasn't said a thing. But he is so great. I'm so blessed to have a husband like him. He's just so supportive and loves more on me when I get in my moods, and when I have my bad days, I feel like I'm just getting up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm sure a lot of you women can attest to those days. And, we all have those days. No one's perfect. We're all going to have those days. Not every day is going to be great. We're not going to get up every day and think, oh, this is wonderful. I'm here, I'm living life. Yes, that is, you have to think that way. Yes, I've got my health. If I don't have my health, what else do I have? So I'm very grateful for that. But I know these last few days have been very testing. I've I've not felt depressed, just miserable of myself. I have a lot of bloating issues. I'm up 5 pounds and down and then up, and I know I'm holding a lot of water. I know that it's not weight in any sense of the form, so I'm not worried about that. But I just got to keep off that scale, because when I do go up and down, it kind of messes up with my head, and then I just overthink that. So I don't get on the scale every day and think, oh, I'm up, I'm down, I'm up and down. All I know is that I'm doing better today than I was yesterday, and that I was 16 months ago, that I'm just doing amazing. And, sometimes I don't see that. I don't see the amazing work that I've been putting into myself. My husband tells me every day how proud he is of me, and what a great job I've done. And I don't think of it as anything but that I have now taken care of my health. I've put myself first. I want to live my best life, and I am now, and it feels so great. Being morbidly obese just took my life away, and took my confidence. It took my person. So the other thing that's kind of been a little bit of a problem is my inflammation. It's all kind of in my wrists and my arms and my shoulders, and now I have collarbones. I have collarbones. Well, I can feel them, but I don't think you can see them. I can feel them. I can actually feel bones that I've never felt I've had before. I can feel ribs. I can feel a pelvis bone. I can feel tendons in my knees that I never could feel before. I still have a bit of a chin, but my face has really slimmed down. And I'm just so happy with the way things are going. But the inflammation is really hard, because it's kind of been in my neck and my collarbone, and it's been hard to turn my head at times, and it just feels it's kind of a very sharp, intense pain. It's very like toothache, I guess. So basically, I got this inflammation and autoimmune disease from my mum. She is a carrier of 3 autoimmune diseases, and I'm a carrier of 1. I'm not sure what the name is, but I'm very close symptoms to Sjögren's disease or Sjögren's disease. Um, so yeah, I get it all in my arms, my back, my legs, my feet, my hands, my fingers. And, the ketogenic lifestyle has been great, but for inflammation and pain and things like that, it's been a little tough. I have had to go off dairy to see if that was the problem. And I think it went a little better, but it didn't go away. And I went off sweeteners and it was a little better, but it didn't go away. So I've noticed that when I've introduced dairy and when I've introduced sweeteners back, I've noticed that I'm bloating and I'm holding on to retention. So, there's that. But, it could be a lot worse. Now, the other thing is, I don't know how I did it. I was in bed last night and I guess I was putting my weight on my knee. I was sort of had my knee bent and then I had my other, just say these are my legs. I had my knee bent and then I had my other leg over there. And yeah, I got up and it was like jarred and oh boy did it hurt. It felt like a very deep bruise and I couldn't bend my knee. I had taken some muscle relaxer pills and that just made me feel very dizzy. Even felt worse. Like I actually also too have not used the bathroom in a few days. Like seriously. So I've tried everything. I've tried coffee, I've water, all the things. So I don't know what is next. So I feel kind of very uncomfortable. But with my knee, I have had a hairline fracture in it before. I've had a tennis racket thrown at it before. I've been pushed off a tram. If anyone's from Australia, they'll know what a tram is. And I slammed my knee into a pole. So yeah, I have a bad left knee, and if I twist it or bend it in any different way, it plays up. But I just wanted to say happy Father's Day to those of you who are daddies, and it doesn't take a daddy to raise a child. It takes a man to raise somebody else's children. I didn't have that growing up. Hi, Nonna Grace. Aw, it's good to have you with us. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. So the thing about my dad is, I have a biological dad, but he left before my mum found out she was pregnant. Then 14 months later came my stepdad. Well, he was not married to my mum. My mum and him had been together for 22 years until he died. Well, he was the one that I mentioned that had abused me and other things. And I felt like I was in prison and he had controlled me and I had a horrible life with him. My mum and I both, I'm having a great day. My mum and I both went through hell. So when he died, our life had just changed for the better. We could be people again. We could talk for ourselves again. And life was just incredible. It was like we weren't even living a life. We were just in prison. I was not allowed to go anywhere or do anything, have any friends. It was terrible. And I used to always be miserable and depressed on Father's Day because I wanted a dad, just like everyone else wants a dad. They want their dad's love and their dad's acceptance and everything. So I would see people with their dad and I would just be so sad. And I just, I didn't understand why I didn't have that, love. Why was I in a house with an abuser? And, I knew no different. I thought that what was going on with me was normal. So, I think we need to talk about violence because violence in the home does happen and it's not normal and it's not right. And all I want to say is today I'm a stronger, happier woman, and that all of what had happened has made me stronger. And I want to help people who are in that situation. And I want to say that there is hope, that you can get out. Now, the reason I got out was, yeah, okay, my stepdad died, and he had died in bed with my mom. And I had done CPR on him, but it was too late. And that was really tough. Like, of course I wanted to save his life and everything, but it was very tough. I had PST, post-traumatic stress disorder, for a lot of years. I had, well, it was close to bipolar, um, personality disorder, things like that, manic depression. And I had just gotten so big and so just didn't want to live. And there were several times that I had tried to attempt to take my life, but never actually did come to the edge of it. So that's the depression that I had from the age of 8. It started until I was 24 when he died. So he sexually assaulted me, molested me, beat me. He had beat my mum up, and she's small. She's 5'1", so she couldn't protect herself, let alone her child. So, we went through a really difficult 22 years. He was 41 when he died, and we don't know what he died of. It was just an undetermined death, but I think it was a heart attack. But anyway, when Father's Day rolls around every year, I would be depressed. I would be like, not even really wanting to talk to anyone or be around anyone. I'd be in bed and I'd be so depressed. Well, this year it's different. I feel happy. I'm not actually thinking that, no, I don't have a dad, because I know I have a dad. I have God, and God is the only dad that I need. He's the only dad that I want and need, and he has provided and given me everything that I have now. And I love my life now. I've been blessed with an amazing, amazing husband. I am blessed. He is a keeper, and he has been my strength, my comforter, my salvation, and I am the happiest that I've ever been. I'm living life. I didn't know what love was before until I met my husband, and he was the whole reason that I got baptized. I was wanting to be baptized, but I wanted other people's approval. And I was just like, no, I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to be saved, because, I knew that if I wasn't saved, then I know the life that I would have been leading for all eternity. So now that I know I have eternal life with my Father, my only Father that I'll ever need and ever want, and, if my biological father wanted to be in my life, he never would have left my mum. So, God has a reason for everything. And we go through many seasons in life, the good, the bad, the ugly, but God's going to pull you out of each and every one of them, and he's going to do amazing works in your life. So if you're going through a really difficult and struggling and challenging time, God is there. So pray to him, talk to him, and he is there to listen. Even though you may not think that he's there, he's working 24 hours a day, even when you're sleeping. So just know that you're never, never alone. But this week, I guess, has just been a difficult, rough week with hormonal changes and moodiness, and then things happening with my inflammation problems and all that. I really have not had the best week, but getting out of the house and spending time with my friend Christy, it was really good for me, because I don't drive at the moment. I don't drive, and I've never driven, and I've got to get my learner's permit. 7 months ago, I actually failed my learner's permit, and I had gone for the test, but it was all about farming equipment. And, I've had to depend on a lot of people to drive me around, and just depend on people to go out grocery shopping or whatever. My husband is 100% disabled. He has rods and screws in his back. He has hypoxia, which is short-term memory loss, diabetes, blood pressure issues, high cholesterol, you name it, he has it. He is on 18 different meds. He has been on and off keto, of course, but he just doesn't like the keto bread or all of that, So the carbs have got him again, but he was doing really well when he was on keto. His blood sugar numbers went from 400 down to 110. His insulin, he was taking up to 70 down to 45 or 25, something like that. And then when I left for Australia for 3 months, then I'd made keto meals. I made 10 different keto meals, and he even went through all of those. 3 months is a long time to be alone and away. And with his back, he just can't stand on his feet because he has neuropathy. And yes, the pain with his back, he's on narcotics and all that kind of great stuff. But no, it's no way for him to live his life. He has sleep apnea, severe sleep apnea. He's intolerant to his mask. We have been through, maybe 30 to 40 different masks. He's the shape of his face, it just falls off at night or he unclips it. And, as his wife, I want him healthy. I want him healthy and I want him here. He is actually 61 and I will be 36 in December. So there is a big age gap. But we didn't know that there was that age gap when we first spoke online. We met on a game called Second Life about 9-10 years ago. And with love, age doesn't matter because we're not guaranteed a tomorrow. And we just get along so well. He knows what I'm going through. He's been 35, 36 before. So he knows the changes that I'm going through. And he's just there for me and loves me and supports me no matter what kind of day that I have. And I apologize for my moods and my bitchiness, but, he is a man that just accepts me for everything that I am. So I am truly blessed to have him by my side, but I just wish that he would get healthier. And I must say, it is very hard to get the family on board with the ketogenic way of eating, especially if they're so addicted to bread. Do any of you have that problem? Do any of you have that problem with your spouse or your kids or whoever's living with you? Especially with the bread, for some reason he just doesn't like the almond bread. I've used coconut instead, but yeah, he's just not for that. So, but he'll eat everything else that I make, just not the bread. So he's been having like hamburgers and sausage biscuits, and it just makes me sick. Like, I have no desire anymore for food. Food used to be the number one thought on my brain all the time, and now it's just, I don't know, it's just not. I look at food and I just don't have that desire for it anymore. Do you all feel that that's how you are now? I just think that keto really, really changes your whole perspective, your whole way of thinking and your mindset. And it's great. I think to myself, wow, how did I eat all that stuff with all those carbs and all those sugars? What was I doing to myself? Nona Grace, I used to have real cravings for pasta. Like I would eat a lot of pasta and a lot of that kind of stuff. And then when I met my husband, we had to go with brown pasta. And when we had to do the brown pasta, that's when I lost all my thing for pasta. I just did not like the wheat pasta. It was a horrible taste. And I could eat the meat and everything like that. But the brown pasta, no way could I do it. He didn't mind it. But no, I used to love the fettuccine. Fettuccine was my favorite, and linguine. And really, any kind of pasta. Also, the gnocchi as well. I used to make that. I used to make my own gnocchi. And I think there is a keto version of gnocchi, which is, if you don't know what gnocchi is, it is just potato and flour, and then you boil it in the water, and you can just have like meat sauce over it with some grated cheese. Hi, Heather. It's it's actually afternoon here. It's 1:18 p.m., but good morning to you. It's great to have you with us. I don't do a lot of these live chats, but we've just been chatting on and off about different things. But, really, I should probably get off of here soon because my husband just tried to take a nap. And in a bit, we have to go to Walgreens to pick his meds up. Oh, and I also just want to mention too that about supplements. Supplements are so, so important, especially B12 and B6. Now, I will tell you, for over a year now, I have been having burning feet. My feet have just been burning. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was an electrolyte problem. But no, it's not. I thought it was a neuropathy problem. And I don't believe it's a neuropathy problem because I do not have diabetes. I've tested my blood sugars with the meter, and I've been tested for insulin resistance. I've had all the blood work done, right? So I got on WebMD, and I don't like to be my own doctor, but when you don't have insurance and you used to, then see, I don't use that. So I really, in my head, kept thinking, what the heck could it be? So I went on WebMD and I looked, and it was, well, it could be, I don't even know if it is, but deficiency in vitamin B12 or B6. Now, vitamin B12, I think we get that from like tuna, eggs, broccoli, things like that, which I have been eating, but you've got to eat a lot of that to get your vitamins in. So when I go to Walgreens today, I'm going to get vitamin B12 and vitamin B6. Now, I do take a multivitamin, and I do take magnesium, I take potassium, I take all that, but I guess it just doesn't have enough B12 and enough B6. The daily multivitamin just doesn't have enough of that. So my feet have been burning at night, every single night, and I just get to sleep and they're burning. So I'm getting up at about 1 or 2 o'clock and sitting up all night, and I cannot go back to sleep. They're just burning, and they're tingling as well. It started in my feet, but now it's running up my leg. Not running down my leg, but it's going up my leg. Now, when I touch it, it doesn't feel hot, but my feet are very red. They look very red. And when I was out a few days ago with my friend, she was, when I was at Burlington, I had like these strap-on shoes, and it looked like my feet were puffy. I have had that before. If I was going in a car when I was sitting in a car for 4 hours, my feet would swell up like edema, I guess. But I haven't had that for a long time, and I didn't want to go back to my doctors and her say, well, it's neuropathy when it may not be. So I've got to try this vitamin B12 or B1 complex and biotin. I do take biotin, but I just guess I'm just not taking enough of the biotin. So yeah, I've got to do something. I've got to do something because I can't live like this. I am just like, no way. I need to sleep. Like, I'm not getting enough sleep. And at night, when you want to get comfortable, and then the next thing you're up. So, I guess that's why I've been miserable for a few days. Hi, Kathy. It's great to have you with us. So I'm just about to wrap this up. So I'll let you know what vitamin B12 and what vitamin B6 that I'll get. I'll show you it all. And hopefully by me telling you this, it will help you, because there might be someone else out there who's having the same issue and not really knowing what's going on. So, I always like to sort of think, well, I'm going to try this instead of, oh, the chat just went empty. I don't know what happened. But anyway, I like to try everything ahead of going to the doctors. So I I'm going to try the vitamin B6 and B1 and B12, all of that. Heather says, are you going to do a video on? Yes, I will be doing a video on my supplements. I have done a video on my supplements before. If you want to go back and take a look at that, I have changed my supplements around. I have changed brands. I buy most of my supplements on Amazon.com. But yeah, I will be doing a new supplement video. I also take collagen peptides now, which has been the best ever to do the collagen peptides for my skin, because the collagen pills that I was taking from Sam's Club just were not working for me. So yeah, look out for a new supplement video. Anyway, guys, we have been on here for 27 minutes. This is probably my longer video so far, but it was great to have you all with us. I'm so sorry. My chat is going in and out. So I will get back to your answers when I can see them, which is after this video. I'll type my answers. So yeah, I hope that you all have a great day, and it's been great chatting with you. Thank you for stopping by today. I really appreciate your support and love and your comments. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you would like to, I would love to have you follow me on my journey and many others like me. I appreciate you all so much. Have a blessed Sunday. Take care and keto on. Bye-bye.